78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so we notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. I'm here with my good brother Town Biz. What's happening with the Town Biz?
Man, what's up? What's up?
Chilling, bro. Man, I had to get your take, your thoughts on this situation with Big Meech, 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Floyd Mayweather, and all the stuff that's going on right now. So it's wild because right now, Big Meech. Let me start from the beginning. Big Meech, uh, real street dude, big boss, Black Mafia, BMF, gets locked up, goes to prison for operating in the streets. Now, 50 Cent, a rapper, MC Gusto, in my opinion, stole his name from a actual street dude that's actually out here doing dirt. 50 Cent, who's a rapper, took Big Meech's life story and put it on the big screen on TV, right? So he put it on TV. I still haven't watched BMF show yet, but 50 put it on BMF on the show on television. So a lot of people watching it. Everybody from this generation is watching the BMF stuff, and they learned about BMF. People who are younger than us learning about it. Big Meech gets out. He gets out after serving like 19 years, if I'm not mistaken. He gets out, and 50 rocking with him. But Big Meech takes a picture and tried to do some concert or something like that to make some money, some extra money. He took a picture and did some promotion with Rick Ross, the rapper, another CB4 MC Gusto, right, who took his name from another street dude. But these two guys, Rick Ross and 50, are beefing. Big Meech get out of prison. He gets thrown in the middle of this mess. And now 50 Cent's mad because I feel like, bro, this feels so weak. The way I'm explaining it, it just feels zesty for grown men to be acting like this. 50 is mad at Big Meech for talking and taking a picture with somebody he don't like. So 50 says, I'm going to cut off all the money. We're not doing no more BMF show. Forget your son who's acting in the series. Forget you. Y'all took a picture with somebody I don't like, so therefore I'm not rocking with you. And on top of that, I'm finna go talk to this chick Tammy. You know, Tammy, she been told me you a snitch. Tammy tells me that you a snitch, Big Meech. And Tammy says this and Tammy says that. I'm finna do a documentary with Tammy. Y'all be on the lookout for this documentary with Tammy. Now, this is my problem with all of this. People is on the internet is running around here. A lot of clowns that's not street dudes. But a lot of clowns is running around the internet talking about Big Meech is a snitch. Big Meech is a snitch. Now, I don't know if Big Meech snitched or not. But my concern is, what the person we do know is a snitch, according to 50, is Tammy. So if Tammy is a snitch and you know she is a snitch, how are you dissing Big Meech for allegedly using her to snitch, but then bigging her up and you finna put money in her pocket? I'm just trying to make this make sense. How do you cut off Big Meech, who's a legendary street dude, because you say he's snitching? And evidently snitching is not in your code of conduct. But yet, you finna do business with a chick who you know is snitching, and the internet is totally fine with this. And on top of that, 50 record people conversations. He released screenshots of private conversations. He record conversations. He's been doing this for years. So I'm trying to figure out, from your perspective, Town, because, before I talk to you about this, I talked to an OG from Atlanta. I talked to an OG from Detroit. And I talked to an OG from the Bay Area. Now, these are all dudes who've been to the federal penitentiary after on the streets getting money. All dudes who know something about this situation. And every last one of them said to me, how is 50 calling Meech a snitch and then working with the chick Tammy, who we all know is a snitch? Somebody got to make it make sense. If snitching is wrong and we don't rock with snitches, why is everybody on the internet bigging up Tammy? Town, what's your thoughts on it, bro?
Well, I mean, this is just textbook 50 Cent. 50 Cent for decades now show what type of dude he is. He's an untrustworthy dude and he has female tendencies. I'm starting to wonder, did somebody violate 50 when he was young, man? Maybe that's a party. Maybe that's a part he left out of Get Rich or Die Trying, because he just got all the female tendencies in the world. First of all, how you gonna tell a grown 50-something-year-old man who he can talk to and who he can take pictures with? Like, dude, that got to be the most moist, zesty, suspect, you know what I'm saying, bubblicious thing I ever seen in my life. That just sounds weird. One thing about me and you, the reason why we had a rapport that we have, you mess with some dudes I ain't cool with, and some dude, and vice versa. But we don't tell each other who we can affiliate with and all that stuff, because we grown men. At the end of the day, me and you got a relationship, and that's how it's supposed to be. And this ain't even the streets. What trip me out about 50 Cent, he go around calling everybody else a rat, and he sit up there and make fun of Rick Ross being a police, but then you got the police on your payroll. You work with the police.
Make it make sense. And he been working with the police.
And then he on audio back in the day, dry snitching on Murder Inc., saying, Murder Inc. got started with laundered drug money. So he been talking. He been doing this for years. But then these game goofy lames that don't know nothing about the streets, they sit up there and think because they listen to a Culture Vulture and DJ Vlad and Adam 22, that give them the right to talk about the streets. How some dude in Wyoming, and this is the problem with the internet. You got these dudes, on the internet that live like in Iowa and Wyoming trying to check somebody's G file. Ain't never bust a grape in their life, ain't never worked the pot, ain't never worked the scale, but then they trying to authenticate somebody's street cred, which is the most laughable thing I ever seen in my life. You get these dudes sitting up saying, oh yeah, so he ain't no real this, he ain't no real that. Well, I mean, how would you know? But when I'm saying with Curtis Jackson, he is walking hypocrisy. He sit up there and he make fun of young buck living an alternative lifestyle allegedly. But then if you watch his shows, he have that stuff featured on his show. You can't have it both ways, but maybe 50 Cent. But maybe 50 Cent into it both ways. You never know. I'm just saying, bro, make that heat. I mean, the dude is walking hypocrisy. You work with the police. People then verified that you have former federal agents working with you, bro. You either a paid informant, which I think he a paid informant in a plant, because I look at what he does. All he does is sit up here and troll black people. He don't say nothing. He don't speak on nothing relevant to like preserving the community. And then the thing is, look at the type of product that he put out. What is he putting out that's productive to the black community? His stuff is just basically what everybody else been putting out. So here's the thing, and as far as Big Meech go, unless you got some exclusive contract with him, which you don't, you can't tell the man who to affiliate with. And as far as his son go, you got to deal with his son. And at the end of the day, it don't matter whether you put the dude's son in acting classes, because at the end of the day, you benefiting off of it. You exploiting the situation for profit. You saying that you made him $5 million. Well, how much you making and how much them white folks at Stars making?
Hey,
so
that's what they want to talk about.
So how much is you making? Since you seem to be and let me tell you something. This is real talk. I see this with everybody. Everybody talk about their gangster, they from the streets and all this stuff. Like, you got the other dude, you got Wack who was working with Tekashi, but he supposed to be from the streets. Then you got 50 Cent, You know, you got him doing what he doing. You a G, right? You supposed to be from the streets, man. What Negro you know record phone calls and put them on the internet and place private text messages for everybody to see? That ain't no street stuff. Ain't no gangster gonna do nothing like that. And you know, me and you didn't have them type of conversations. But I'm just saying, who posts like I said, man? Who record a phone call, man? That's some police stuff. Who put text messages on the internet for somebody to see? I've been trying to warn people about Agent Curtis Jackson. I've been saying for years, but then his lame fans can't see right through this dude. Y'all, they, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's weird that these dudes on the internet worship a man the way they worship him and stuff and be sitting up caping. They don't know nothing about the streets. They don't know nothing about loyalty. At the end of the day, it's a reason why that dude got shot. And that's been his whole persona. That's basically his claim to fame, getting shot 9 times. That's basically his whole persona, because if you really look at him, he was done after his second album. And then people say, well, how does he stay relevant? He ain't productive to the community. And you know what's sad about it, 7-8? This Negro is my age. Well, he finna be 50. You a 50-year-old man acting like a 15-year-old, bro. You supposed to be setting an example for the brothers. You going backwards. You part of the problem. So this is why I know that you a plant. You been a plant, and if people don't see it, then I feel bad for him. And I'm going to tell you something else. This man, like I said, always sitting up here saying somebody else is suspect, saying this dude is suspect. But this is the same dude that received a text message from Eminem. So I want all you 50 Cent fans who didn't know. Yeah. So what was up with that text message he got from Eminem when Eminem said, I'm coming into town to ride your D? Like, who even joke oh, man, me and Marshall, like, bro, I don't play them kind of games. I don't play. But then this is the same dude that's always trying to call himself like questioning somebody else. So once again, the hypocrisy is just alarming and then funny at the same time with him. And let me speak about the Eminem thing. It's funny how he always kissing up to Eminem, but at the end of the day, Eminem might be part of the plan, because every time somebody say something about Eminem, he feel like he have to inject himself. Like, dude, Eminem can speak for himself, but at the same time, you've been Eminem's hoe for the longest. And the only reason Eminem, you basically been a smokescreen for Eminem. Let me tell you the truth, 7-8, why Eminem basically put 50 Cent on. Because basically he wanted to cover up his tracks. He doing what a lot of these dudes do, just like in boxing and stuff. Eminem came out with those racist songs, calling black people the N-word with the ER, saying black women was dumb and all that kind of stuff. And Suge Knight and Benzino got a hold of those tapes, and he took them to court to keep them from putting them tapes. But the tapes eventually came out anyway. So basically he went and got 50 Cent. Then he joined D12 basically to cover up his tracks. I heard them songs.
Right.
He said black women was dumb. And the sad part about it is you had a lot of black dudes in the industry defending him and stuff. Just like kind of like what they do in boxing. Defend Ryan Garcia, defend Teofimo Lopez.
Right.
So 50 is the informant. And I think that's part of the deal. Is for 50 Cent to always start some beef and instigate. This dude got his hand in everything. Just like he was insinuating he knew what was going to happen with Little Durk. How would you know? Oh, I forgot. Your fan buddies told you. I'm telling you, the dude is a plant. He a paid informant. I mean, you got to be, it's as clear as day. It's as clear as day that the dude is a plant. Cat Williams spoke on that stuff. But then again, this is supposed to be some street stuff. This dude always been speaking on stuff. And then another thing, this is the same dude that was sitting up here. I'm going to say this on the side note. To everybody that's sitting up here praying for the downfall of Diddy and all that kind of stuff, at least wait till the man have his day in court. That's another thing. I ain't never going to be happy about that shit going on with Diddy.
50 happy. 50 happy. Yeah. 50 was rooting for Jay-Z to get locked up.
And that's what I'm saying. and he's supposed to be one of us. Nah, that's because he be feeding them boys information. Why you think he don't make no songs talking about the police? So as far as him doing a documentary, well, that's textbook 50 Cent. So let me get this straight. You saying that Big Meech worked with a snitch, but then you finna work with a snitch. So what does that make you?
Hey, listen, bro. That's all I'm saying. And I want people, all y'all 50 Cent fans, think about this for a minute. Because I know a lot of y'all ain't street dudes. Y'all just running your mouth. And y'all scared of 50. A lot of y'all scared of him. But listen, if you criticizing Big Meech for allegedly working with a snitch in Tammy, 50 Cent is telling you he cutting off Big Meech so he can work with the same snitch. And y'all cool with that? Make it make sense. Y'all want to hear what Tammy got to say? She's a snitch. But listen, that's not even the worst thing. That's not even the worst thing. You ever heard of Flores twins? These are the people who brought down El Chapo. This is a picture of 50 Cent in a room with the Flores twins, trying to do business with him. This the guy who y'all he calling Meech a snitch, but he in a room full of snitches who admit that they brought down El Chapo. 50 Cent here talking to him. This is like being in the room with Sammy the Bull Garano, but calling Meech a snitch. Bro, 50 is a genius of manipulating dumb ninjas. I don't know how these ninjas is sitting back here listening to this dude 50. The man record people phone conversations, release private text messages, rooting for Jay-Z and Diddy to get locked up, openly snitching on people. He cool with Tammy, who's a snitch. He cool with the Flores twins, the snitches, but he ain't cool with Big Meech. And y'all like, yeah, 50 exposing it, man. Hey, 50 dropping the 50, he breaking it down. All y'all some clowns to me.
No, he just doing what he do best, just exploiting a situation for profit. I mean, he been doing this. Like he ain't listen, dude. He ain't no different from them people in Hollywood whose name rhyme with flu. You know, take the F out and put a J in. He ain't no different. That's pretty much what he is. He ain't no different. He ain't no different. And that's just real talk. And people need to see this about this dude. You know, but I give 50 Cent credit. He good at talking. He can articulate himself very well. But people like me see right through the dude. Like I said before, you was the intended target when they tried to take you out. So you wasn't wrong place at the wrong time. So you got to ask yourself, man, why did you get popped 9 times?
Fact.
Like I said.
Hey, speaking of that, real quick, before speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. Because the last time I was talking about this, some dude in my chat was like, nah, man. You don't understand. 50 ain't see before MC Gusto. Yo, 50 was outside. He got shot. 50 got popped, man. He was outside. I said, listen, bro. I didn't say nothing on the string because I didn't want to go there. But I'm just like, bro, how are you going to certify somebody as being a real street dude because they got popped? If that's the case, Jonathan from Home Depot, he got popped when he got robbed and popped when he was taking deliveries out to the truck. Is he a real street dude? Jay-Z said it best. Y'all respect the ones who got popped, and I respect the shooter. I don't understand how somebody getting popped means that they really in the streets, they really active, they doing this and that. It don't mean nothing, bro. Y'all gotta cut this out. But what I understand why y'all think that is because you wasn't really outside. Because you wasn't really a street dude. You listen to the rappers, the fairy tales that the rappers tell. You understand? The nursery rhymes that the rappers rhyme. You listen to that and you think that oh yeah, man. Hey, yeah, 50 was out there, man. Man, listen, 50 dissed everybody. He got the utmost respect for Supreme. Why? Because Supreme a real street dude, and 50 know he a real street dude. He don't disrespect Supreme. He say he don't rock with Supreme, but he don't disrespect him. It's a difference. Go ahead, Tom.
Man. Well, see, that's the thing. This is why I know that these dudes don't know nothing about the streets. Like I said, stop getting your information from these non-black culture vultures or these tether immigrants like academics and people like that. Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, then the people, them poor people at the grocery store, them people, in that church in South Carolina, I guess they were street people, right? I guess they from the streets, right? So to say to somebody because they get shot that make them a street dude, that's absurd. If that's the case, then I guess Ronald Reagan was one, right? I guess due to the fact that they tried to take out the current president a couple of times, I guess that make him a street dude, right?
No,
So I
Abraham Lincoln was the realest of all time.
Yeah, I guess JFK was one too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. So if you define the streets by getting shot, then you definitely in deep trouble. You definitely showing me you don't know nothing about the streets. Usually, I mean, for real.
About Brandon Lee, you can't get no more hood than Brandon Lee.
He got taken out with blanks.
Right.
That was supposed to be blanks. And I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess Alec Baldwin a gangster too.
Right.
Because he took,
Right.
He popped somebody right on the set. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So so in retrospective, I don't pay attention to these dudes because I just listen and see what's out there and stuff. So I just laugh when I hear people just like, you may have somebody that tell me I ain't where I'm from. Oh man, he ain't from East Oakland. He ain't from the dust. I can go there I can go to my hood right now. I can tell you right now, I can go to any hood in Oakland and get love. I can go to the hoods where I ain't even supposed to be at.
Right.
And I can get love. I got videos of me on my block. So, that's the difference between me and these other people. And I'm always out in the streets. I'm always out. I did videos out and about. I did videos where Oscar Grant got shot at the Fruitvale bar station. So it's easy for some white dude named Trevor, that's living in the basement and weighed like, 500 pounds, like, Dank DeMoss, sitting up here trying to, verify somebody's street credentials. So it's just laughable. I don't even pay attention to a lot of these dudes. Because it's easy for somebody to sit up there and gravitate to somebody that make it. And 50 make it sound good. But like I said, for real, what is 50 Cent really contributing to the black community? I'm just keeping it 100. It's not like he make productive. It's not like he make productive work and he put out productive product where he put us in in a good perspective where we doctors, lawyers, and all that kind of stuff. It's the same old stuff. And this picture speak for itself. So you got, once again, you call everybody else a rat, but you work with rats, and you was sitting up there justifying what happened with the other dude, with Tekashi. At the end of the day, rats gonna protect rats. I mean, if you look at 50 Cent face, he looked like a rat. Like I said, a 50-year-old man.
The man
acting like he's 15.
Like he was rocking with Tekashi. He was rocking with the Flores twins, who snitched on El Chapo, right here in this picture, right? He rocking with the chick Tammy. He telling y'all that Tammy snitched on somebody on behalf of Big Meech, but he ain't messing with Big Meech. But he snitched. But he cool with the snitch Tammy. Like, bro, y'all gotta make this make sense, bro. I can't listen to these dudes. Especially these dudes on the internet just irk me, bro. I'm telling you. I listen to these podcasts. These dudes be trying to sound as gangster as possible, like they from the streets. Yeah, man. Yo, it's about loyalty and respect with me. Yo, it's about this. Like, shut up, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about. If any one of these dudes was to press you, you will fold into a pretzel immediately. You will fold into a pretzel. If any one of these dudes. So why is you out here?
Know that to be true.
This is ridiculous. But yeah.
First of all, these dudes don't even come. First of all, most of these dudes don't even come out their house. I keep trying to tell you. Most of the time, these dudes don't let people see what they look like. You don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't show my face very often. People know what I look like, but I'm out there. I'm out there. You know, at least dudes like the art of dialogue, they are who they are. They're journalists and they do interviews. They don't be trying to play that role, but these dudes, yeah, I see them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. You know, if you really seen what was going on, if you really knew it, man, you don't know what's going on. And a lot of these people just be reaching, and that's the thing that be making me mad. And then a lot of people be trying to justify 50 Cent's behavior. Listen, he my age, bro. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm embarrassed to see a man that's gonna be 50 years old in July conducting himself the way he does. Always instigating, always in the middle of something. And then you got to ask yourself about 50 Cent character. Let's really break this down. Let me ask you this, 7-8. How come this nigga don't get along with nobody? Don't get along with his son. Don't get along with none of his baby mamas. He didn't fell out with people. He didn't fell out with people that was in G Unit. This dude didn't have fallouts with everybody. It's just like the thing with a
he didn't fell out with people from power.
Exactly.
He fell out with everybody, bro.
Yeah, he like you know who he remind me of? He remind me, and this is the best assessment of 50 Cent. He just like them people on the internet that's always like some of these women always complain about what's wrong with men, just like people like Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales, she can't get along with nobody. And she always claiming that everybody is against her. After a while, you have to say, why can't you get along with nobody? Why are you always falling out with people?
Right.
You got it. And then here's the thing. You know, I ain't the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan in the world, but at the end of the day, he tried to get Floyd to snake Al Heyman. Yeah. And that's why that's why they got into it. And then it got to the point to where Floyd, and let me show you what a Mark 50 Cent is. This is why I question how tough he is. He's supposed to be this boxer, right? But I ain't seen no footage of him boxing. I ain't never seen no footage of him in the gym. Okay, so here's this thing. We dude sat up there and talked all. No, here. People got to hear this. Ask yourself this. 50 Cent was talking all this stuff about Floyd. Floyd gave him a pass. Floyd finally challenged him to a fight. He said, okay, well, let's get in the ring. 50 Cent accepted, and less than 24 hours later, he backed out of it. That told me all I needed to know about him. I say, yeah, he ain't who he say he is. So if you so street, you so tough, you would have just said, all right, we gonna run the fade. If you win, you win. If you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna go through with it because I'm real with mine.
But backed out of it. Think about this: 50 plus be a Golden Gloves caliber boxer. We got no footage of 50 Cent beating nobody up, or fighting nobody. Yeah, we got footage of Charleston White and White 100 fighting people. We ain't got no footage of 50. But 50 is a. I'm telling you right now, this dude the police. He the police, bro. I didn't know this. Dudes from my era, we knew this from when he first came out with the How to Rob joint. That 50 was the police. And you know, he had a good song in the club and Wankster, all that was hot for sure. But the way dude would start moving after that, told everybody he was for sure the police. The dude was literally walking around with the police. His security guard wasn't his homies. His security was literally the police. So I'm like, okay, if you coming fresh out the streets, you ain't finna have no police. You might get the police later as you get more money and you get more accustomed to certain things. You might have police as your security. But you coming fresh out of the streets and you got the police? Nah, bro. I don't buy that. So, but anyway, tell the people they can find you at, bro.
All right. Well, if you see as you watching this video, you go to Town Business Sports and Entertainment, and then on Instagram, same title. You know, I'm pretty easy to find. I've been connected with 7-8 for many moons now, so you know, y'all know where to find me. Real talk. Just this is my handle right here. This is my screensaver. You know what I'm saying? East Oakland, for real. Murder Dubs all day. I'm easy to find.
All day. Make sure you go check out the homie Town Biz Sports and Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And man, I appreciate y'all joining us, man. Smash that like button. share the video. Thank y'all for the support. Make sure you share this video because YouTube gonna play games with it. They ain't gonna share it the way they supposed to. So it's up to y'all to do that, man. Make sure the real gets spread out there and not just the propaganda. So 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty ODC. Smash that like button on the way out. And above all things, make sure y'all check me out on Patreon. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. That's patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Come on through and get some of that good game. We're up out of here. Deuces.